there's a certain argument that says that with John Tavares gone and John Carlson gone, Knights aren't going to score enough goals. They're going to score enough goals. Could always use Mo Gore scoring, but they got a lot of guys coming back. They got guys like Daniel Ehrlich who'll score more goals. Phil McRae will score more goals. They have Nazem Kadri who'll probably be back. So they're going to produce plenty of goals. That's not going to be a worry. They have other worries other than goal scoring.
Well, those guys that are coming back, I would say, are passers. They're passers first. That's why they had to go and get John Tavares last year, is they needed a pure goal scorer. Can Justin Taylor score 40 goals? Can Phil McRae score 40 goals? That remains to be seen. I think these guys are set-up men, and they have to change their mentality, a few of these guys, Baroni and Ehrlich.
You got to remember, Justin Taylor had a lot of goals before John Tavares came. He got goals while he wasn't playing with John Tavares. Daniel Ehrlich never got to play with top-line centers. He might get a chance to play with the top-line center this time. Maybe he will put more goals in the net, more pucks in the net. So you know what? All in all, I said you wait to see what happens. If you need a goal scorer, you go out and get him. But I think those guys are going to surprise.
Breakout star of the London Knights has to be Phil McRae this year. This team needs goals. They've been waiting for Phil McRae to break that 30-goal barrier for a couple of years now. He came into the league playing with Sam Gagner and Pat Kane. He's seen some good players. He's got no excuse this year. He's got to be a leader on this team, and he's got to get 40-plus goals. And I think he's got a real shot at it. He does well in the international competitions. Now he's got to do it here and lead this team and lead them into the OHL playoff.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but let me tell you who I think is probably has the skill and the ability to be the breakout star, and it's a younger kid, and it's Jared Knight. Jared Knight has proven, even though he hasn't had a lot of ice time in the past, that he can skate, that he can shoot, he doesn't mind some of the rough stuff, he doesn't mind going to the front of the net. He's got a lot of skills. I think this is a year when he can break out. He's probably going to get a chance to play with some top-line forwards. He's probably going to get some power play time. He's going to get a lot more ice time than he has in the past. And it's a draft year for the kid, and you know what? He's come from an American school, an American system of hockey where it's going to take him a year or two to adjust, and took Phil McRae that long to adjust. So to me, Jared Knight provides the skills that you said this team so lacks. You know, the fact that they're more passers than scorers, and I think the kid can be a scorer and a passer. So he's going to be on the end of some pretty good passing, and he's going to put the puck in the net. So that's my breakup star.
He does go to the net hard, but the one thing I worry about Jared Knight is he too young? It did take Phil McRae, like you said, 3 or 4 years to get it right. I know he's got the draft coming up, but I don't know if he will get the ice time. That, you know, there's a lot of forwards coming back. I don't know. He might have to be a third or fourth line player, and I think we talked about that earlier in the year. He said, "I'll play whatever role," and he'll play it well. Yeah. But I don't know if he's going to have the kind of impact that a Kadri or a McRae will.
Let me tell you, a month into the season, when the team's having trouble putting the puck in the net, as they might, or maybe they don't have a consistent guy to play with some of those passing centers, you'll see a guy with pure skill like Jared Knight playing on one of those lines.